Listen to me. I drank alcohol 10 weeks out of my last prep. Yep, that's right. Anthony did, baby.
Anthony, I'm disappointed you drank alcohol 10 weeks out. What's wrong with you? Coach Greg, and it all starts now. Anthony Mantello is in search of his pro card. He's 4 months out. How is he changing his prep this year compared to last? Has his cardio changed? Has he added different things to his diet? Well, stay tuned and find out.
Currently, right now, this recording, I'm 17 weeks out of a show that I plan on doing. That show's 201.
And so Anthony Mantello starts his prep 201 pounds, looking pretty lean. Not shredded, but certainly under 15% body fat. And so what that means is he's not going to have to over diet this time. He hasn't force fed. He has full six-pack definition, looks to be in amazing condition. But he's only 201 pounds. He was 209. He lost 8 pounds and he's feeling a little small. But listen, when you're in the off season, you can't always be pushing the supplements. You go on cycles. When you're on a higher dose cycle, your body weight, muscle mass, water retention clearly going to be higher. But when you come off or lower the doses, you're going to lose some of that muscle and or water. And so seeing as he's now 4 months out, that would be the time when I would start a client on a cycle if they are in fact competing, not natural. Anthony has had a long off season, and after finishing a competition where you're potentially abusing PDs, that is the time to go off to get your receptors fresh yet again, to recover, to get healthy. And so typically after a competition, people go off cycle or at least lower to HRT doses. They do that for several months and then go back on a cycle. That cycle then builds a lot of muscle. But as with anything, all good things, they come to an end. And so after that cycle, you would then have to go off. So perhaps Anthony was 209 pounds at the end of his off-season cycle. He then goes off or on HRT doses and his body weight drops from 209 to 201. So given the fact that he probably went off and has 4 months or over 16 weeks to put on the muscle, I don't think that 201 pounds is actually small. Given his current conditioning and the fact that he has 16 weeks to pack on the muscle, I do believe he's going to be able to come in a lot bigger, a lot fuller than in last year's competition. And so with his physique update, you can see guy's looking lean. Full six-pack, great, massive quads with a lot of definition. He looks to be around 12% body fat, and being 201 pounds, that's a lot of muscle. And he still has 16 weeks to not only drop the body fat, but also to add muscle. Consider Chris Bumstead, the Mr. Olympia, had to put on 25 pounds of muscle from December to this year's Olympia. And so considering that Anthony is much younger than Chris, there's no reason he can't continue to add significant amounts of muscle with each and every prep.
The thing we're trying to build up in this prep is going to be my chest. Basically just make it look a lot fuller. This way it stands out on stage because that is my weak point. Strong point for me on my physique would be my back.
And so Anthony knows his weakness is his chest. He's going to try to attempt to add more size, roundness, fullness to the chest. Has an amazing back, great symmetry, small waist, abs, great quads. Everything is in order. He just needs to add a little bit more muscle, come in shredded the way he did last year, and he has a great chance at earning an IFBB Pro title.
Those heels aren't mine. Those are actually Allie's, who's also going to be doing a prep. It's not Road to Pro. Not Road to Pro. She's doing her first ever show. So that's really exciting for her.
One notable change this year is he's going to be prepping along with his girlfriend, who just happens to be doing her first show. He's also going to be training along with his coach, Kyle, who's going to ensure that he's training properly, doing the proper range of motion, intensities, and so on. And so he's doing everything right, all the things he needs to do to get his IFBB Pro card.
So we will be gaining weight for a majority of the prep, probably half of it, and then we're going to be cutting down because my metabolism is crazy.
And so his plans are for the first 8 weeks, he's going to pack on more muscle, going to get bigger. He's already really lean. He doesn't need to go on some crash diet the way Brandon Harding did. He's starting his contest prep lean, and so he can add a lot of muscle, not have to drastically reduce his calories. Many competitive bodybuilders, even Chris Bumstead, ended up eating 1,800 calories a day. Very difficult to add on muscle, keep a lot of size when you're on a starvation diet, especially when doing a lot of cardio. Anthony, smart guy, doing well with his coach, making sure he doesn't gain a bunch of unwanted body fat. You see his conditioning? Does that look like a guy that bulked on a whole bunch of fat? Does he look like he's 20% body fat? This is his off-season starting point. How many of you dream to look like this after your cut? And you think, oh, main gain makes no sense. You gotta force feed, you gotta let the calories go up, you gotta get sloppy in the off-season. Does this look sloppy? And no, I'm not saying everyone should try to maintain this lean of a physique in the off-season, but once you're past 20%, should you really be bulking? Yeah, if you're this lean and you don't have energy, you're not making gains, eat more. Not telling people to starve themselves, but I am telling people you don't need to bulk if you're already fat.
I showed you guys physique in the mirror. I'm gonna actually do poses, and we'll show the physique 17 weeks out.
And so you can see going through the poses, the guy is lean, he's in incredible shape, about 12% body fat. To be competitive on stage at the highest level, perhaps 5, maybe 6% body fat is where he needs to be. That means he needs to drop approximately 6-7% body fat. Perfectly reasonable over 16 weeks. The first 8 weeks, he's primarily going to focus on building more muscle. Not going in a huge surplus, perhaps eating the same calories, but adding muscle and slowly losing the fat. The last 8 weeks, going to focus on getting shredded, peeled. He's currently 201 pounds, was 210 at his biggest, but remember, he's about 4 months, roughly 16 weeks out, and now is the time when you can use the supplements. The kinds that can really pack on a lot of muscle.
All right, I guess I'm recording my breakfast right now. I didn't get my plan yet, so I'm gonna take advantage. The extra pineapple I can get.
And he apparently loves pineapple, and I really hope that Coach Kyle allows him to have pineapple throughout the diet. So many people think you can't have fruit. Fructose, it's horrible. Can't have fruit on a diet. Completely wrong. You would be mind blown if you saw how much fruit I eat every single day. I probably eat more fruit on a given day than most people eat in a week. Not kidding, usually 2-3 pounds of food. Not 100 grams, not 200-300 grams, 2 or 3 pounds of fruit. It's healthy, low calorie dense foods, keeps you full, lots of vitamins, gives me energy, and it tastes amazing.
This shit loud.
And he's driving his car down the street, revving the engine, gurgling the engine, making cool sounds. I can totally relate to this. I do this all the time.
Listen to these burps and crackles.
And it's crackles. I call it gurgling. I do the same thing, put extra downpipes, tune the vehicle, got more horsepower than last time. Have to race Anthony Mantello someday in the future.
Listen to me. I drank alcohol 10 weeks out of my last prep. Yep, that's right. Anthony did, baby.
Anthony, I'm disappointed you drank alcohol 10 weeks out. What's wrong with you? I'm actually kidding here. Consider he goes on a 4-month diet and he drank alcohol once. Listen, it's all about balance. I've done a number of preps when I was his age, and I believe I drank alcohol on every single prep at least once. During an entire prep, 12, 16 weeks, to drink alcohol once? And he's saying, you know, I look pretty good. It didn't really affect me. It's one time. Once. You can make mistakes, have cheat meals. It's not going to be the end of you. It's what happens consistently. Are you getting drunk every single weekend while dieting for a show? You could. It's still calories in, calories out, but you're not going to be at your best. It's about balance, moderation. So if you want to drink a little bit, sometimes, maybe even get drunk once or two, and you're of legal age, by all means, do it. You're not competing for the Olympia. If you can't have balance and it's not fun, how long do you think you can stick to being in this sport?
I just had vodka and lots of tequila, and I look shredded. It was actually Grant. Throw the photo up. He knows what photo it is.
And so look how he looked the day after getting drunk. Posing in the yellow photo. How many of you wish you could look like that at any time in your life, no matter what you do? That's the day after being drunk. Didn't affect them that bad, now did it?
I like cinnamon raisin too.
What did you do last week? You ate a whole
I ate a
pack?
whole pack in a day.
And so he's admitting he likes to binge occasionally. He has a whole pack, 6. It's not that bad. Listen, when you're this lean, when your body fat is lower than your set point, your body is going to throw out some hormones and make you crave things. If every now and then you eat a 1,000-calorie cheat, it's not the end of the world. In fact, when I coach people, I allow off-meal plans on every single plan once a day. Once a day, you don't have to eat these exact meals. You can eat what you want so long as it's in a certain calorie range. And if you're over that range, that's okay. We have plans for that too. It's about balance and having equilibrium. And if you go too strict one way, your body's just going to reject it and go the opposite routes. You will only have so much willpower for so long. That's why I made my frigging cookbooks. Low calorie, delicious, high volume recipes for big eaters, keep you full, satisfied, no longer having the cravings. How many people have the willpower to diet all the time? Never drink alcohol, never have a cheat, never ever go off plan. Almost no one. And so what are the chances you're going to be successful on a diet if you have too many things taken away from you? Well, I'll tell you, 95% of diets fail. Yeah, sure, you lose the weight, but you gain it back. A key is having a diet that you will stick to, that you love, that you can follow for the rest of your life. If you have that, you're going to lose the weight, you're going to keep it off. And if you want the cookbooks, also the Circle Diet book, Coaching Plans by me and my team, I do this. Also have my team doing plans on their own now. They know what they're doing and they can do so at a cheaper cost to you. So if you can't afford me and my team working on your plans, you can get my team to do it for you without me. Trust me, they know what they're doing. I've supervised them over a year. They're good. They know what they're doing. You can get those planned. Click the link in the description.
What are some like foods I should get besides beef and chicken?
Grab some pineapple.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and grab some bananas as well.
And let's be honest here. He can get any freaking fruit he wants. If he had said any fruit, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, peaches, kiwi, oranges, apples, the list goes on. Strawberries, I love strawberries. Could have got all of them, any and all of them. If you have a diet plan from a coach and they say you can only eat this fruit, not this, no way, ask them why. Say, why is it they can have a banana and not a blueberry? Why can I have blueberries and not blackberries? Why can't I have a kiwi but not an apple? Why not the orange? Why pineapple, not watermelon? Ask them. And unless they give you a great answer, which they won't, say, I'm having the fruit anyway. What is wrong with you? Why do you think I can't have fruit on a diet?
Yeah, sounds good. Do I get cereal too or no?
No, let's do it without cereal at the beginning. Let's just see how things go the next couple weeks.
Cereals for most people is a trigger food, high calorie dense foods, very hard to stop eating cereal. So if you're on a diet, you probably don't want to have that in your house. And Greek yogurt, lots of lean meat, of course, those are staples on any diet. And you're thinking, no, not the dairy. You shouldn't have dairy. You absolutely should have dairy. Greek yogurt is very low in fat and calories and high in protein. To me, that is a staple on anyone's diet, unless, of course, they're vegan.
So how do you feel
How do I-
going into
Into prep?
prep?
I'm oh, I need a lot of testosterone. I need to grow. When it comes back in stock, by now it should be back in stock in like a week.
And so I love this. Anthony's asked, how do you feel, heading into prep? And he's like, I'm cookbook small. Need to get some testosterone. Give me the Turk. And yes, I do believe that testosterone can work, but do I think Anthony should take this for his competition prep? No, I don't believe he should add in testosterone to prep for his competition. If you're already taking PDs, you're already not natural. I don't think you need to add testosterone on top of this. For me, you should save it till you go off. If he's prepping for 16, 17 weeks, taking supplements, the super supplements, I don't think that testosterone is going to make or break the difference between getting a pro card or not. The best course of action, at least in my opinion, is to wait till after the show when you come off or back on HRT doses and take it then. If you need something when you go off cycle to keep you training harder than the last time to help possibly keep more of your gains, testosterone may be the supplement for you.
Code Ant. When it comes back in stock, by now it should be back in stock in like a week.
If you want to support Anthony, you can use code ANT, get his testosterone, or you want to support me, you can get Turk Builder. Click the link in the description. As you know, I've been using testosterone. I'm using it now. It's called Turk Builder. I love it. Feeling the gains, gaining muscle, having more energy in the gym, looking, feeling better, leaner, getting stronger, not only in the gym, also on the bike, feeling absolutely amazing. Click the link in the description if you want to get testosterone, Turk Builder, or if you don't, then don't buy it. And you can see Anthony training harder than last time in the gym with Coach Kyle, putting him through the paces. He's setting himself up for success. He's being proactive, doing everything and anything needed to get his IFBB Pro card.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Cool.
Now lay out your 6-meal diet. We're upgrading from 5 meals.
Hear that, Allie?
And so his girlfriend's named Allie, like mine. And so when he shouts out, you hear that, Allie? I'm like thinking, like, Allie's not around, but it just feels like he's in the room with me because he's just being straight up being himself talking to the camera. And so his coach explains we're going up from 5 meals to now 6. What do I think of that? I think there's no actual benefit to eating 6 times a day instead of 5 in terms of building muscle or muscle protein synthesis. But if it's easier for him to consume those calories and he likes eating 6 meals a day, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out that's going to decide if he loses weight or not. And so it doesn't really matter if he has 6 meals versus 5. Choice is yours. Eat the meals you want to eat. But I would offer Anthony this one suggestion. For one of those meals, perhaps instead of that Rice Krispie treat, you have a Seco protein bar. 200 calories, 21 grams of protein. Anthony, it tastes amazing. You will love it just as much or more than a Rice Krispie treat, and you will know you're getting in an extra 21 grams of protein. You can get these bars, click the link in the description, make it 1 meal out of the 6. I would call it a snack meal, but why not? It allows you to have balance, perhaps will prevent you from wanting to cheat and eating off meal. The foods you eat in the off season, as well as when you're on a diet, they should all taste amazing. They should taste good. Shouldn't feel like you're forcing it down, like you want to spit up the food. You need to like your diet. You're not going to be able to stick with it.
So we're going to start, we have our training split. We're off Mondays and Fridays.
Chest, back, legs, off. And
Delts
then
with a little chest.
delts with chest, arms.
And then arms.
And rest.
off.
And as far as training goes, he's doing 3 days on, 1 day off, so he still gets a rest day. And he's starting with 25 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, just like last time. And his choice of cardio, incline treadmill, 3 miles per hour at an 8% incline. Going to burn more calories at an 8% than on the flat by approximately 50%. This is relatively easy cardio, but listen, you don't have to go hard. You don't have to go crazy to burn fat.
How is my physique looking 16 weeks out compared to last time? See, I'm 201, but I feel really flat.
So I think for the duration of weeks out, because you're at least 16 weeks out, it's the best you've looked 16 weeks out.
And so Anthony asked the coach, how do I look right now? I'm feeling a little small, a little flat. Coach responds, this is the best you've ever looked for being 16 weeks out. You're leaner, so you have less body fat to lose. And let's face it, he's going to pack on a lot of muscle. He's got 16, nearly 17 weeks, 4 months to take the supplements, add the muscle, do the training, put in the work, and show up bigger, better than ever. Wishing Anthony all the luck in the world. Good luck to you. Hope you get your pro card. Ending it here. You can get harder than last time supplements, including the Turkesterone, the Seco bar, by clicking the link in the description, gregdoucette.com. Check out Greg Doucette IFBB Pro on Instagram. Click the subscribe button, the bell button to get notified. Comment for the algorithm. You can also get my Circle Diet book, my cookbooks, of course, the training books, coaching plans by me and my team. And until next time, I am out.